All right, thanks for joining me for this warm-up. Every time you come to one of these HIIT circuits, I want you to do this warm-up. It's so important to make sure that our body is ready for movement. So let's get started with some big arm circles to the front. And let's reverse it. Now I want you to reach forward and round out your back. Think of flexing your spine and then opening, extend. Reach and open. Reach and open. All right, let's do some body weight squats. Push your hips back. Make sure you're not bringing your knees forward. We're going to be doing a pretty intense workout, so it's important that our body is ready for this. Otherwise, we won't be able to work as hard. Arms out, bring the opposite foot forward. If you don't touch your toe, that's okay. Get a little rotation in there. Okay, we're gonna do a walkout. We're gonna reach down to the floor, walk the hands out to a plank, and then walk back. One more, hold this one out here, and then swing your foot up by your hands. My foot is flat on the floor, heel down, and then I'm gonna open towards that leg. Return and switch sides. One more. All right, I'm gonna come down to my hands and knees. You might want a mat for your knees. I'm gonna take my right hand, slide it behind my left, and rotate, and then open. That hand down and switch sides. Both hands down. Take your left leg out to the side and rock back. Back. And then return to where you started. Bring the left leg in, right leg out. Rocking back, returning to neutral. On the knees, take the right leg out to the side, foot flat on the floor. I'm going to put my right arm on my right leg, left arm up, and I'm going to slide this arm down and reach over. My hips are tucked in. If I stick my hips out, I could get further, but we don't want to do that. Keep the hips tucked in, slide and reach. Come back up. knee in. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Leg out, opposite arm up, return, slide and reach. One more. Find your way to standing. Feet apart, toes turned out slightly. Slide down. Find the inside of your feet. Drop the hips. My arms are on the inside of my legs. Lift. Drop. And lift. One more. And roll up nice and slow. All right, hopefully you feel prepared to start your HIIT workout. All right, we're about to get started with our HIIT workout. We're gonna have 4 stations or 4 pieces of equipment, and we're gonna do 3 exercises or movements at each station. Each work period will be 45 seconds, and you'll get 30 seconds in between to rest. At the beginning of each station, this first time through, I'm gonna show you what the exercises are gonna be. And the second time through, we'll hop right into it. If you come back to this workout another day and do it, obviously you can just fast forward through the explanation because you already know what we're doing, but make sure you do the warm-up video. All right, this S-Drive, this is a self-powered treadmill. It's only gonna move when we start moving it. Our first movement is gonna be a low push. Anytime we do a push, we want some resistance. So this is our sled, and we're pushing it up the hill. We're gonna stay up on our toes. Our heels should not be down. If your heels are down, your hips are too high in the air. You wanna get behind it and push. We'll rest, we'll do a push from this mid position, and then we're gonna drop all the resistance off, and we're gonna do a run from the high grip position. All right, let's get ready to push. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Big steps. You need to pace yourself. If you take off too fast here at the start, you're gonna run out of steam around 20 seconds. If it's too easy, add a click of resistance. Oh, that makes a big difference. Big step. Come on, push it up the hill. Breathe. All right, rest. We're gonna do the same thing with our hands a little higher. We're gonna pull it back 1 click. Right now, we're just recovering. 12, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seconds. Stick with it. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Bring that resistance all the way down. We're gonna have our hands up top for this last interval. And we're gonna try to go faster. That might be a fast walk, or it might be a jog. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds left. Push. 12, 10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, great job. Next, we're going to be using the medicine ball. All right, we're here with the medicine ball. We're going to try and keep those rests from station to station a minute or less, but as always, do what's appropriate for you. So if you need more than a minute, you take more than a minute. Medicine ball, I'm going to show you these 3 exercises. First one, skaters. So we're going to hop from side to side, slight bend in the elbows, and just bring that ball outside the knee. Russian twist. We're going to have a seat, going from hip to hip. And then the last one is a squat and toss. Squat, I toss it and open up the arms and catch it. Okay, here we go. Try to stick the landing. If you can't hop, step side to side. If you can't hop with the ball, do the same thing without the ball. All right, rest. Russian twist next. Twelve, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean back. Rotate mid-spine, shoulder forward, then the other shoulder forward. The purpose of this exercise is to get rotation. We don't just want to go hip to hip and leave the shoulders straight forward. Rotate, rotate. Keep the lower body stable. 15, 14. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're standing back up. We've got our rest. And we're doing the squat, toss, open the arms. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat, toss, and open. Twenty seconds. Sometimes you take out a ceiling tile. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take your 30 to 60 second break. Okay, so we're going to be at the bands next. Our anchor is going to be high. I've got this all the way up, and we're going to do a hip hinge and row. Bigger the band, the more resistance, So black is going to be your most challenging. I'm going to put my hands up through the middle, like prayer hands, and bring them around and grip it. I've got a little space between my hands. It's not super tight. I'm going to just open it up a little bit. From here, I'm going to sit back into sort of a squat. You don't want your head to be as low as your rear end. So not all the way down here. Right here, ears between the biceps. Then we're going to stand up, tuck the hips in, and pull. Okay, nice and neutral, not arched, not sticking our butt out, but right here. Reach and pull. The next one we're going to do is skaters. Bring this to about hip height. You're going to get inside, and I think red is a good idea for everyone. Same motion we did with the medicine ball. You're going to go out and in. I want you to try to hold it for a second. Out, in, in. And at about halfway, I'm going to watch my timer. We're going to switch and face the other way. So we'll do about 22, 23 seconds on each side. And our last exercise is going to be squat and press. So we'll probably pick a band with slightly more resistance. Bring it up a couple clicks. Here, we want to get this band about shoulder width. If we hold it too close together, it's going to rub on our arms. Put a little bit of tension on it. Sit into this squat, stand up and press. Squat, press. All right? So let's get started with hip hinge and row. Ready, set, go. Reach, pull. You can always use more than one band if you need more resistance, rather than overstretching. We don't want to overstretch our bands. You do have to get used to this. Lean back. The bands want to pull you in. Use your glutes, use your core. All right, 30-second break. Skaters next. I'm going to start facing you. I'm going to keep my eyes on my timer so I know when to turn around. Out and in. 10, 9, 8. Don't start with slack in the band. Put a little tension on it. 3, 2, 1. Out, in. Out, in. All right, we're going to turn. Woo! That's tough. I'm gonna bring it up a little. Get ready for squat and press. I hope you're as out of breath as I am. 10, 9, 8. 3, 2, 1. All right, take your rest. And I just want to point out that from band to band, you might feel a little bit of difference even if they're the same color. So don't expect yourself to be able to do the same with either black band. There might be a difference. So just keep that in mind. Okay, we're ready for our fourth piece of equipment, the TRX. We're gonna do 3 exercises here. The row, a tricep press, and a reverse fly. So on the row, personally, I like to make sure that this Velcro part is out here so it doesn't scrape against my shirt or my body. I want these handles mid to short. In fact, I'm gonna shorten them so I stay within the camera. Walk it forward and pull. The steeper I go, the harder it gets. So if I get lower to the floor, it's gonna be a lot harder. Then we're gonna turn around. I'm probably gonna pull these down a little bit longer. So just tip these clips, pull. We're gonna face away. The handles will roll, your elbows will bend, and shoulders stay stable. We don't want the shoulder doing this. Bend and straighten. And then our last exercise, we're gonna turn back around, straighten the arms again like we did for the row, but not as steep because we're gonna pull up and away with a straight arm, like so. All right, so let's start short. I'm just gonna adjust this a tad and we're gonna start with that row. Ready, set, go. Make sure when you come down, you're not dropping your hips every time. Keep those hips tucked in. Also, make sure you're not worming your way up. Adjust the feet if you need to. Walk it back. So keep going. It's a great thing about TRX. Easy adjustments. All right, rest. We're going to be facing out. Tricep press. I'm going to bring these down a little bit, tilt, pull. Hands right in front of the shoulders, up on the toes. Here we go. Now you could stagger those feet. You could bring one foot forward slightly. Feel those triceps burning. We're getting close, hang in there. Oh, there we go. One more exercise here. 12, 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, 1. Remember, we're not as steep as we are with the row. Pull it apart. You could cut real high, like an I, out a little wider, making a Y, and a little bit wider and lower, making a T. Any of those three, in fact, you could go through all of them. Control it on the way down. A lot of times people will pull and then straighten. We want to avoid that. Think about pushing your hands away from your body. Keep tension on the straps the whole time. All right, you guys, that was the third exercise here. We're gonna start the whole thing back over at the S drive. Okay, we're just getting started with our second time through. If one time was enough for you, if you feel like that was a really good workout and I just don't think I could make it through another round, that's totally fine. I want you to stop right here and just make it a goal to eventually work in one more round, or maybe even just the first or second exercise. That would be a great start. I'm gonna take this tension up, and here we go, low push. Come on, finish. See it through. Oh, rest. The higher we are, the harder the resistance will feel. So if I'm at 8 down here, 8 here, it's gonna feel more challenging the more upright you are. I'm gonna back it off to 6 or 7. And depending on which S drive you use, one belt may be tighter than the other. Here we go. So I'll go for the feel. The number might not mean a whole lot day to day. Remember, this is high intensity, so we're trying not to hold back. But we do have to save something for the end. So you gotta know how hard you can push. Woo. Rest. Always hydrate. Have your water close by. Take a drink whenever you feel the need. Try to get through the work interval. Save the drink for a rest. 6, 5, take the resistance up, high run. Here we go. We can say goodbye to this machine as far as this workout's concerned after this exercise. Make sure this other side is down too. Woo, 20 seconds. 15. 10. 2, 1. Great job. All right, we're ready with our slam ball. I promise you I'm not taking extra recovery time. You can tell by the way I'm breathing. Skaters, medicine ball. Here we go. Lateral movement, so good for you. Balance. Great. 30-second rest. We're getting on the floor next. Russian twist. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not worried about speed here. I'm worried about muscle contraction, proper position, and control. Then if you want to go a little faster, you can maintain all that, great. But my core is about stabilizing. It's not about speed. It helps me stabilize to generate power. 12 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. On our feet. Next we have that squat, toss, open the arms. Whew. I like to keep my eyes on that timer. 9, 8. Remember, this is the last time you gotta do each of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up your stance. Come on, see it through. We've got 12, 11, 10, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Great job. That is not easy. All right, we're gonna head over to the bands. All right, bands. Ready, set, reach, pull. Don't cut that row short. Pull those elbows back. Extend the hips, pull the elbows. Extend and pull. Reach. By extend, I mean straighten out the legs, the hips. You're flexing, now you're extending. All right, rest. Now we have the skaters in the band. Remember how challenging that was? I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit. There we go. Keep my eyes on this timer so I know when it's halfway. 3, 2, 1. Out, in. Open the arms with the legs. Open, close, open, close. Turn. Whew, see it through. I know it's not easy. It's not supposed to be. Easy doesn't change anything. Ooh. Get out. Bring it up a click or two. Squat and press next. 10, 9, 8. Try both of these. All right, here we go. As I mentioned before, in fact, there is a difference between the two black bands. At least right now there is. And there may be between the others as they get used and stretched out. So just find what's appropriate. You could always double up purple, red. 10 seconds. Push. Stand and push. Don't push too high or you'll lose it. Oh. We have one more station. TRX. All right, we're ready for the row. Here we go. Pull. Pull. We always want to keep tension on these straps. So even if you're not that low, the goal is not to get all the way to standing. See, my straps are sagging. We don't want that. Come up to the end range of motion. Still should be pulling tight on these. They should have no slack. They should be pulled tight. The steeper you are, you're not gonna have to worry about that. Walk it up. We're gonna be facing out. Tricep press. We have 2 exercises, you guys, and we're done with this workout. We will do a little cool down and stretch. You're gonna lengthen these a little bit. When you lengthen, you can just tip both these metal clips, pull at the same time. Up on the toes. Now, I mentioned this before, I don't know if you could see it, but you can always stagger, bring one foot forward slightly. If you feel like this is just too challenging or it's not working out for you, doesn't feel right, you can always substitute in dumbbells, lay on your back, do the same motion. Oh. Rear fly next. This up. Bear with me. Pull it apart. Trying to give you a different angle. If you can see both arms. Ooh. All right. Great job. We're gonna cool down and stretch. I'm just gonna stay right here by my TRX. I'm gonna start with my legs, stretch out my quads. Switch sides. I'm going to keep a hold on the TRX handles. And I'm going to cross my leg over and sit back. Oh, that feels good. Switch. Turn out, lean into it, open the chest. Take some tension off, bring the arms up overhead and lean into it. Do that a couple times. Chest, overhead, chest, overhead. All right, now I'm going to keep this right arm up, bring the left arm down, and bend the elbows like you were trying to touch fingertips. Release it, reverse it. You might notice it's harder on one side, that's common. Release that. And let's do a couple more stretches for our legs. So hamstring. Put this heel out in front of me and sit back. Switch sides. Bring the arm across the body. Switch. Let's do another chest stretch. I'm going to find a flat spot. You could use the wall from elbow to hand. I'm against the flat spot and I turn away from it and then reverse it. Great job on completing that HIIT workout.